tone. Every word cuts through.
Yo, what the fuck is going on, everybody? Welcome to Table Talk. I'm Sean.
I'm rusty,
Question mark.
probably.
Uh, welcome to Table Talk, our show where we talk about random shit, random things that happen, random conspiracy theories. Talk about our week and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we fucking do.
we do. We have random conversations outside the table, but I have a table. I bought a table, so I said, "Fuck it, let's do this."
Yeah, that's why it's called table talk and not fucking
Couch.
middle of the floor talk or outside talk in the grass.
Yeah,
Maybe that's another fucking show.
random car drive talk.
Random car drive talk. You know, I guess I can't fucking say anything about Six Flags anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Fucking walking to 7-Eleven talk.
Yeah, definitely. Coming back from our weekend escapades talk,
Our weekend escapades.
or 3 day escapades talk,
3 day escapades.
where you go out somewhere for 3 days, or I'll go and disappear for 3 days.
Oh yeah, and then we sort of like, hey, here we are.
Yeah. Hey, how's your week going?
And then we're here at the
Cave.
table.
The table in the cave.
Yeah, but we're not fucking at the heads of the table even. We're like on the side. So you guys got to realize that shit right now. This isn't like head of the table right now because then we get some fucking weird feedback, and that's what's going on. That's a problem
That is.
until we figure out, because you can't do StreamYard on a phone, correct?
You can, but it's difficult and the service is spotty.
So like, since now that because I'm wondering about having the two mics now with the phone, if that would work or if that would still get feedback. I don't understand how, like,
I mean, you could connect it into your computer, I would assume, and then just use the microphone.
but then I guess it wouldn't matter if you could hear or not,
Yeah.
because I can hear, but it might be the delay.
Maybe, who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll have the choppy shit and we'll have to go in and align the media somewhere. I don't know how that works.
So I was looking at my video from the last few that I've recorded. So like when the thing stops, when the intro stops, you know that the term millennial pause that they have like before TikToks and shit. I feel like there's that, and I just am like sitting there like a deer in headlights for a fraction of a second, and then, oh hey, this is Rusty. Welcome to
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
Do you get that when you're looking back at these, or have you kind of figured it out and you're right into it?
So early in recording, I did because so when I first started, I had that generic countdown
Oh yeah.
30 on, which, yeah, I changed that within a few episodes, and then my intro became something different, and it's something different now. I'm on this iteration of it, but it's like every intro, I have to learn that sweet spot of when to come in, and like,
So you got it down now, and
yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna start talking and figure it out later, man. Just like, unless I'm gonna sit there for a longer thing and just be like, this is what I'm doing.
Make it awkward.
Dead air. Just dead air, man.
Dead air. Yes, dead air is our worst enemy sometimes.
Yeah, and that's pacing,
Pacing, yes. Yes, you gotta pace it, right?
but not at the beginning.
Look, yeah. Look, I was listening to a podcast yesterday where it was talking about childhood trauma and how men respond to it, how one specific person did. And every time that the host would ask the guest a question, he would take a pause. Sometimes it was 5 seconds, sometimes it was 10 seconds, but he would take that pause to be able to reflect. And I'm like, did I just hit a dead spot? And
Yeah,
I click, I'm like, nope, still going. Okay, here it is. All right. He's taking his time to structure the answer.
You can't see someone's face usually. I mean, if you're podcast, most of the time it's audio. And so like you can't see the person sitting there like oh man. Like that, just like
Yeah.
shit, like
Yeah.
what did I do? I was watching this video, this dude was saying something, he was doing an interview and he fucked up and he said something he wasn't supposed to say. And then he like went silent, and then the people that were talking to him were all like, is this a glitch? Are you like not going? Like what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when people say something they're not supposed to or didn't want to say, it's kind of like a freeze, like the fight, flight, freezer. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they just like freeze, especially like on camera, like because I've noticed that a lot of people when they come on, they get really fucking nervous to have a conversation that's over a camera, and it's like you've been to Zoom meetings before. This is a Zoom meeting.
Right. Are you getting podcast versions?
I've had a bunch of podcast versions. I've had people that have only hosted shows be a guest on mine for the first time,
Oh, okay.
and they're like, "This is weird. It's a weird dynamic to be the person being asked questions."
Right.
And so that's a different dynamic because now you're navigating something for the first time with them.
Yeah. And like what so then are you doing those calls beforehand, or are you just going in there, fuck yeah?
So I don't do calls beforehand, just primarily because people got their own shit. I'm not trying to cram a 15-minute phone call into something. Essentially, like I don't give people a script. I don't hand them a script. I don't ask them questions. I just give them a general overview of this is what we will be talking about or covering. If there's something you don't want to talk about, let's list it now. So we won't touch it.
Is there a list of things that you just give to everybody that is generic? Like
No, I don't give anybody a list.
well, you said of stuff that might be
Oh.
covered. Like
No.
it's just like here we're gonna talk about recovery
No.
and this, or is it like
No, so it's just very general. It's very broad. It's like, hey, we're going to share your story, or I want you, if you're comfortable, share your story, and then we're going to talk about what it was like in your active addiction, what happened to what was that nexus for you to make the change, and then what you're doing now to maintain your recovery, and then whatever happens in the middle happens in the middle
so do you have like a thing that you have saved and you just go and you go and write this out every time?
every time.
Why is that?
Because I feel like for me it's a form of authenticity where I'm communicating, where I'm
Cool.
not just copy and pasting to somebody, because I know that if I get that copy and paste, I'm like, that's exactly what they said to somebody else.
Yeah.
And it's that form of connection with somebody where it's like I'm making this authentically for you to read.
That's a good point.
Yeah. And it kind of like, and I kind of liken it to like cooking food, right? So like if you're cooking dinner for a set group of people, so like if I have like two or three people over, and I'm cooking dinner for them, I'm cooking dinner for them versus if I worked at a restaurant, I'd be cooking for faceless people.
Right.
So it's like I'm authentically making it for you so that you have a better sense of where we're coming from.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Um,
But also, if you have a high volume of people on your show, like if you have like 10, 15, 20 people that you're interviewing a week, which I don't think is a very healthy thing to do.
it depends what you're doing. If you have someone that is running your shit,
Yeah.
then you can, but still that's like a high burnout rate, and I've done that.
Well, I know people that don't have the length of shows that we have, right? So, like, I know people that have shows that are 20 minutes long or 30 minutes long, and they can afford to do that because they got the time of the day and they can just switch on, switch off. But if, like, you and I are spending an hour, hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, depending on the conversation, having these conversations with people, that high volume of guests in one fucking week or even a day is just like wearing, it's draining. Not that it's a bad thing, not that the guests are a bad thing, but it's like you start to take on so much emotional weight from other people and their stories and being able to relate that it's like, we shut that.
Yeah. And I mean, dude, yeah, like a few a week is seeming like kind of a nice number, maybe like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, dude, like I don't know, I used to do a lot more, and I was editing them a little bit, but then having to then produce them, upload all the shit with all the fucking
Yeah.
other things, make the thumbnail. Like there are some ways to now make it a little easier. Like I've been doing prompts for a while with ChatGPT for at least the last year or two.
Yeah.
But still, dude, it fucking it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, but on top of that too, like we're not getting paid to do this, right? Like so everything that you see we're paying for. So like this platform that we're using. It's paid for. The graphics, the background is paid for. We don't get paid to do that shit, so we're putting money out there to bring out enjoyable quality content for people. And so that's something like I know I've had people approach me and be like, "Oh, how much do you get paid to do this?" Nothing. I don't have any sponsorships. There's no endorsements. I do this because I enjoy legitimate human communication with people.
Yeah, and I mean it's important to have that with people, and like, and that's kind of the way that we have it now. Like that's what like we don't have people that are like coming over here,
Yeah.
which I mean, yeah, like
Yeah.
there's not people that are coming over and doing the show live in the studio.
Yeah.
Like it's, but then it also means we can get people in fucking Australia
Yeah. Yeah.
and shit like that, where like if they had to come to us, it would take a long time. You lose a little bit of something. It's nice having you here and
Yeah.
like being able to, you know, do this, even though we're on 2 different cameras, but we're both in the same
Same
room,
space.
cave
Yeah.
thing.
Same atmosphere.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the best things is like I've been able to communicate with people from far different countries. I've had people on from the UK, I've had people on from South Africa, even Africa. I've had people on from New Zealand, right? And like it's really cool to see the amount of people that are willing to share their story. But it's also even cooler that like my fucking roommate's a podcaster as well.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, hey, look, it's a random like we record on Fridays and post on Saturdays. So it's like, hey, you got nothing going on Friday? Okay, cool. Friday morning, this time we're gonna record. Let's do it. Let's just bring in a random ass conversation.
Yeah, dude, and that's fucking easy.
Yeah.
It's I mean we gotta I guess you gotta fucking do the stuff on the back end and
Yeah.
before, but I mean yeah, dude, it's cool that like 'cause I mean like I haven't had anybody doing a live one probably since 2017, 2018 when I was living in Portland, and I had people coming to my I had a fucking weird room at this place. I was
The sex dungeon.
I probably kind of it was a weird spot. It was right across the street from Movie Madness, which was such a fucking kick-ass spot. Like it was
Like you know, it's like
yeah, it's like a video store, dude, and this fucking dude, they got like a video rental place. And dude, they had like everything, like
Nice.
everything you could think of, and they had a bunch of old movie props and shit.
shit.
Yeah, and yeah, it was right across the street, and it was cool as shit. I had this like the front of the place looks like those like brick row apartments that
Yeah.
you see kind of everywhere that are like one level.
Yeah.
But then there was a basement for this thing. So like inside, or like on the outside was pretty small, but on the inside then it was a lot bigger. And I had down in the basement one of the rooms, there were 4 of us living there. I think there were 4 bedrooms. And yeah, dude, it was cool. I had like a big fucking room, but it was all like tile floor, and so like and it was long.
Like from a stall.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that is gnarly.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And dude, the echo in that fucking room was hard to record. And so like I think I had maybe like 2 or 3 of those that I recorded in there. I think at that point I had a couple of microphones plugged into a thing and on a computer, and it sounded shitty. But then that was still me fucking having someone calling in on a speakerphone
Yeah.
with the microphone up to the speakerphone.
Oh man. So we're gonna let's dive into like movie rental places
Okay.
because they're not if you're fucking what generation are we in now? Like Gen Z,
Oh, Alpha.
Alpha and Gen Z. Yeah. Uh, back when we were younger, like you're not much older than I am.
74.
Yeah, you're 74.
Right.
74 in spaghetti monster.
Yeah.
We had video rental stores, right? And like those video rental stores were like either the place to be at or the place to like go, on a Friday night to fucking get a movie
Yeah.
for the weekend
Yeah.
or for a few days. And then they're even like in some of the older horror movies, they are very prominent in those. So like, what did you grow up with when as far as like movie rental stores?
So there were still mom and pop ones when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then they became few and far between. So we had Hollywood Video first because so the guy who I don't know if he had Hollywood Video. Okay. So the guy who had Hollywood Video lived in the same town that I did.
Yeah.
And so we got that. Now we got that pretty early. And that became a cool thing because uh they'd have the new releases, but then and I think they were like $3.99 or something for a new release, but then you could do the 5-day rentals for $1.50 for the old movies.
Yeah.
And that was always cool. But I mean, even before that, so there was a couple rental stores. There was one that I would go to, what was it called? So there was one that was inside an Albertsons, which is like a grocery store. There was one that was, this is in Westland, Oregon. So shout out to there. There was one, I believe there was one inside the Zoom Hands and then one in the right next to it as well. And then there was one in the next shopping complex over. And
Yeah, so they just consumerism right there.
yeah, dude, they were all, and then there was one on the other side of the town in Willamette before Hollywood Video opened, because then there was a Hollywood Video opened there, and then one opened in like Oswego.
Yeah.
And then in Sun River there was one that was called Mr. T's that I would go to, and that was open for a long time. Where I rented with my sister, we'd rent fucking Garbage Pail Kids movie, Ski Patrol, and
Skeet.
Skeet, and a few other ones, dude. Like we wouldn't watch them anywhere else, dude. Pootie Tang, that might have been a Hollywood Video or even Blockbuster. Blockbuster, like, well, yeah, but Blockbuster, I have had someone say this to me, was the Walmart of video rentals.
Yeah, not wrong.
And dude, yeah, like fuck the Blockbuster thing, and like we have the last Blockbuster thing as well, like that.
Really?
Yeah, there's one that's in Bend. There used to be one.
Is it still open?
Yeah, you can go and Airbnb that.
Wow.
And stay there at night if you want. And
like Five Nights at Freddy's type shit.
Exactly. And yeah, so I mean, like there was one that was in Sandy, which when I was living in Boring, it was like real close, and they had the rental Dropbox.
Yeah.
And like they're holding it for me, and like I was gonna buy it. I gave them a fucking price, and someone came by because like that shit was big, and I was gonna put it in the back of the minivan. And then someone else came and took it, and I was so fucking pissed because I was gonna resell it, but I ended up with like some of those, like, there were big blue signs that I got when this thing closed down. So then it just became, it was, I guess, second to last one. The last one was in Bend. And, but yeah, dude, like Blockbuster, like it didn't have the fucking room in the back, through the curtains or through the fucking, the doors, the, saloon doors,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. And,
Yeah.
you know, you wonder what's back. I was too young to go back there. I can only sneak back.
Yeah.
I couldn't be renting stuff from back there, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, man. I got a bunch of fucking way too much time in the video stores, way too many times on the Friday nights.
Yeah.
You know, going there because you know that's what I did.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh man. So I didn't have any directly around my house growing up, but we had a family video or sorry, Hollywood video um, along some of the routes to more bigger places when I lived in Erie, Pennsylvania. Um, I mean, we had Blockbuster. I don't. The one on the list is Movie Gallery. I've never heard of that before, but yeah, Blockbuster and Hollywood Video were the two biggest ones. And then like they disappeared. You know, like I've stopped seeing them so everywhere. And when I joined the army and stuff, like I hadn't seen them for a while. I went to Italy and then went to North Carolina. I didn't see any in North Carolina. But then when I moved to
Alaska.
yeah,
There's one up in Alaska.
there is one in Anchorage that the building is still standing. It still has the Blockbuster sign on it, but it is closed.
So that was the second to last one in
Yep.
the world, behind the one in Bend.
Yep.
So yeah. So then maybe the one in Sandy was the third to last one. So yeah, the one in Alaska. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just remembered I was like Alaska.
Yep. Yep. And when they closed, they literally just started giving shit away. Like they weren't trying to make a profit off anything. They were just giving shit away. My last ex-wife was a massive collector of movie posters, not like the bullshit movie posters that you get at like Spencer's,
Right.
but like the official ones.
Yeah, dude. They would give to the video stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she went in and got a fucking boatload of them.
Fuck
She
yeah.
got a bunch of standees, all that stuff. And like, so I mean, it was cool. But then like, you know, those got phased out because Redbox.
Right.
Redbox came in and it was around for like 3 or 4 years.
Redbox?
Yeah.
They're
Maybe.
still
I haven't seen one in ages.
I mean, I bet I've seen one in the last 5 years. I don't know if it's been more recent than that, but definitely in the last 5 years, I've seen them. I know I saw them in Minnesota.
Hmm.
Maybe not after that, but I feel like they were still around
Hmm.
until, but they might not be anymore. I guess I haven't seen one
Yeah.
since I've been here.
Yeah, I haven't seen Redbox in ages. I mean, like every single gas station that you would go to, a Redbox would be there.
Yeah.
And then it was like now they're gone. Like even like your grocery stores or your shopping departments, right? Like your shopping stores, like they were everywhere, and now they're just fucking nowhere. I haven't seen one since I moved back here.
Dude, they went out July 2024.
Yep. So last year.
Last year.
That's wild.
That's it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm pretty sure that
They phased a lot out.
they phased a lot out, but on top of that too, Netflix, because of the prominence of Netflix and how big it is. Like I would say Netflix now is as big as it's ever been, but it's facing a lot of controversy.
Yeah, well, and I mean, Blockbuster could have bought Netflix,
Yeah.
too,
They chose not to.
and they chose not to, and then you know that happened.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, Netflix, like, I don't know, like, I had Netflix for a very short while, and then I was like, dude, fuck Netflix. I had it. I think I had it with or maybe I feel like I had it when you could send the fucking movies.
Yeah.
There was in the mail. And then I think I had it for a tiny bit when it was streaming, but I don't know. I feel like it was maybe like a year I had it, and then I was like, dude, fuck Netflix, dude. Like I could just get all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
legally obtain it
Legally.
on fucking places.
Yeah.
And just like, dude, I don't even fuck Netflix, dude.
Well, so I would say there's a few reasons why I have Netflix. One is because they stream Raw and kind of have to watch it. Like at this point in my life, Raw is like the consistent show that I watch because SmackDown just doesn't feel like I feel like SmackDown is just plummeted. Um, and then because the show Vikings, I love Vikings. They have it exclusively on there unless you go to Amazon to buy it. And then some of the movies that come out are released on Netflix before they're released anywhere else. And that's not all of them, but that's some of them. And then they have a decent horror collection. But then there's their Netflix exclusive movies that I really enjoy, like Hubie Halloween. Love Hubie Halloween. It's the Adam Sandler movie.
You fucking love Hubie Halloween.
I love Hubie Halloween.
That explains so much. That explains so much about you. Okay. That okay, because like with because we watched Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah. Netflix exclusive as well.
You were a big Happy Gilmore 2 fan. I didn't watch Hubie Halloween. I might have watched it twice.
Dude, it's so
But the fact that you are really into it, like, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
because it has the nostalgic Halloween feel to it, brought into the new era of
Sure.
people, right? So like it's Adam Sandler, who's just this weirdo
Yeah, right.
in the fucking town he lives in, living with his mom, and he, dresses up in the sheet as a ghost that's piss stained and all
Yeah.
this other stuff, and like he just has that very nostalgic aura and essence to him. And then he's living in this time where people are just shitheads to him and have always been shitheads to him. And so I find that to be like really, really fucking cool.
That are shitheads to him?
No, just the whole movie, the whole concept.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Shaq is in it.
Yeah, Shaq's in like on all those, right?
Shaq's only in two. He's in Grown Ups too, and then Hubie Halloween.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Hubie Halloween.
Have you ever there's a podcast, uh fuck, I forgot what it's called. But I think I've told you about this, they watch Grown Ups 2 every week for a year.
Mm-mm.
And like,
What?
yeah,
That is insane.
yeah. They watch it, yeah.
Why?
Just to
What's the
see
point?
how fucking like crazy it gets. What is that called?
Well, okay, so it does have a pretty decent sized cast, right? Like, and it's even like people that aren't in the Adam Sandler universe or the Happy Madison universe.
So it's called the worst idea of all time.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense then.
Yeah, it's a couple of New Zealand guys. I went and saw these guys somewhere. And so yeah, they did Grown Ups to its first season. Second season was Sex in the City 2. And then
Worst movie ever.
yeah, and then We Are Friends, and then they watched Sex in the City movie. Home Alone 3.
Oh, dude, they're just picking the worst ones to watch.
So that's the point. They watch it every week for a year, and then they just get more and more fucking angry about it. And they're like, dude, this is fucking ridiculous.
At that point, you're putting yourself through torture just for the sake of use.
Right. That's exactly what the show was.
Okay.
So Hubie Halloween. Now, Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we got time after this before my next recording. We're going to watch Hubie Halloween.
I got one at one with the banana car guy.
Oh, the banana car guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know his name. He's just known as
The banana car.
the banana car guy. I don't know, man. Like,
Brian the banana.
I wish. I might call him Brian the banana.
Yeah, that's implanted in your brain.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm like, Brian.
Brian. That's
Your name's Steve.
Yeah. It's probably gonna seem like wild off the wall name like Zed.
Ooh. Yeah. Or Z if you live in anywhere else besides Canada. Or
Yeah.
one of those English places.
Absolutely. That's wild. Let's dive into this conspiracy theory that we fucking talked about before we hit.
Sure, man.
All right, look, so I was scrolling through Instagram and somebody said, I'm going to jump down this rabbit hole of conspiracy theories that has to do with this sign. And it's It's the fucking what I perceive to be the Suzuki sign from when I was a kid. You know, the three, and then you connect everything, and it looks like an S. Apparently, it's not the Suzuki sign.
The Stussy sign. As a 43-year-old, it was quite prominent in middle school as something that it was a skater brand. And I don't know, either one of us could be right on this one, but dude, I mean, I wasn't cool enough to wear Stussy. I got all my fucking hand-me-downs from my brothers who were 5 and 7 years older than me that I got to wear, a combination of their clothes, which was fun, which were probably hand-me-downs to one brother and then to me.
Yeah. So I can't find the Stussy sign.
What do you mean you can't find the Stussy?
I looked online. I don't know how to spell it correctly.
Stussy.
Ah, Stuussi.
Why?
Why? So we were debating this, and he was like, "Okay, so it's not even popping up for me." Oh, I'm gonna have to look up old Stussy.
Stussy S.
Stussy S.
Yep.
S symbol. Okay, there we go. Okay, here it is. Yeah, I'll share it. So I'll share my first one, and then oh no, we're not button. There we go. So the old Suzuki symbol. This is what I found when I looked it up, and I was like, "What the f? What the fuck?" Because I've always known Suzuki to have a certain symbol, right?
So did you learn how to draw with the lines? Because
Yes.
that's so when those lines connect.
Yes. So, this is what we know to be the Stussy symbol, and this is what I thought Suzuki was. This is exactly what I thought Suzuki was, where the lines connect down to make the S, but it looks like an infinite sign,
Right.
right? So him and I sat here for solid 5 minutes, and he was like, "You mean Stussy?" I said, "No, Suzuki," and he's like, "No, Stussy." I'm like, "Dude, what?" Like, so I feel like we're in the Mandela effect.
Could be. It very well could be. Because Suzuki, man, like
Yeah, well, it's even more so in my brain because my dad had a Suzuki Sidekick.
okay.
And so, like, when I would go back, walking out to the car, you'd always back in. So I'd see the back where it had the Suzuki logo.
Right.
And I swear to God, that was on there. I
So
can remember it vividly.
yeah. With the S.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like the Stussy.
So
Maybe it was, but then they got sued. Suzuki got sued, and then they had to change the logo.
but I feel like Suzuki was around before Stussy.
They probably were, and if that is the case, then Stussy would have had to change it, or maybe Suzuki just didn't want to fight it and they said, "Fuck it, we'll rebrand."
Well, then Suzuki's also Japanese.
Suzuki is Japanese.
Whereas Stussy is American, and so I don't know if there could be a copyright
Yeah,
difference with that.
I don't know,
Sort of.
but I feel like we're in like this weird Mandela effect where like the perception of reality is different, where we've jumped time.
So what ones are your favorites?
Oh, Bernstein and Berenstein Bears.
Yeah, that one's always
The Fruit of the Loom.
yeah, with the fucking cornucopia.
Yeah, yeah.
So are you both of those?
I thought they had the cornucopia.
Okay,
Like, I swear to fucking God, I thought that they had a
Me too.
cornucopia in there. I remember seeing it very vividly.
what about the Monopoly guy with the monocle?
I've always known with monocle.
And that there's no monocle.
Apparently, there's no monocle.
Apparently, yeah. And then but like you get the weird shit like Ace Ventura 2 with that like
Yeah,
and
yeah,
other shits.
yeah. I don't know. So they classify the Mandela effect as false memories or having the same memories, which is also called the Dunning-Kruger effect. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna read off a few of these and see you if you can um, relate to some of these. But anyways, the Mandela Effect was first coined in 2009. I thought it'd been around a lot longer than that.
Well, like that, that was only a year after the term bucket list came about.
Really?
Bucket list wasn't a thing until the movie Bucket List.
The one with Jack Nicholson and
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman?
That was not a term until then.
Okay, so the biggest one that people think is that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 1980s, but really he died in 2013.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like I could have been either one with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about that? Like, I don't. Nelson Mandela could have been dead or couldn't have been dead.
I didn't know about Nelson Mandela until I was in middle school, so that
Okay.
really didn't have an effect on me.
So what about it's never been Smokey the Bear and it's Smokey Bear.
I've always known Smokey the Bear.
Yeah, but it's Smokey Bear. And like he never like what did he wear on the top part?
The best.
Oh,
Or a shirt.
I remember suspenders, but it's nothing.
What?
It's just
Yeah, okay, we've talked about this.
yeah,
There's one from Star Wars Episode 5.
which is ridiculous.
Yeah. So the Empire Strikes Back, where Vader is looking at Luke and he says, and the infamous line of Luke, "I am your father." Apparently, he never said that. Apparently, said, "No, I am your father." That does not fucking make sense,
Right,
because he's addressing him.
right,
He's addressing Luke,
right.
comma, your father.
Or the part in Scary Movie, where okay, so in Scary Movie, when he says, "I see dead people," like he says, "I see dead people," and like I remember him saying, "I see white people," and that was the whole point of the joke.
I thought he said, "I see dead people." Oh no, he did say, "I see white people."
He did. He says, "I see dead people," and I remember him saying, "I see white people." So that was the whole point of the joke. Smokey saying that, like that was a weird one.
Here's a big controversial one. Oscar Mayer. Have you heard that one?
How it's spelled?
Yeah.
But there was a song. My
Baloney has a first name.
yeah, it's OSCAR. My baloney has a second name. It's MEYER, but it says MAYER,
Yeah.
which is fucking doesn't make sense because I remember that. Like,
But here's the crazy thing is on the actual like Oscar Mayer mobile,
yeah,
it's spelled Mayer.
and yeah.
Yeah, so that shit doesn't make sense.
What were you? Curious George. Did Curious George ever have a tail?
Yeah.
No,
No?
no.
The fuck?
That doesn't.
All right. So apparently here's another one. Sinbad was never in Shazam.
That one, I'm on the other. I'm on the other one. I remember the Shaq one, but that doesn't mean that's one that I would chalk up as I don't know.
But there was also talk of him not being in Sinbad, which is weird because he was in Sinbad.
Shaq or
No,
Sinbad?
Sinbad.
About the fucking
The pirate.
The pirate?
Yeah.
Was it so? Is that one that is real or that one?
I don't know. Apparently, another one is Pikachu has a black tipped tail.
So okay, so I wasn't a fucking Pokemon fan, but like I remember Pikachu from because I hung out with a lot of people that were. And I do remember the black on the tail, but that's one that I'm not totally sure about.
Yeah. So on top of that too, there's one about Looney Tunes. Have you heard this one?
That
Spelling?
like that's like Fruit Loops, same thing. The LOONEYTOONES or TUNES.
Yeah.
That one could be either one. I
I've
don't know
known it
for
as
sure.
TOON.
But it's TUNES.
Yeah. That's what they're saying.
Shaggy's Adam's apple
I've never, I don't
from
remember.
Scooby Doo. I remember that being a big thing about.
Oh
Shaggy.
yeah, because he had the fucking huge one that protruded
But
out.
there's no Adam's apple ever.
So apparently, Jiffy peanut butter and Jif peanut butter are a thing.
That one is one that's like a little too close for me. Like it could be either way. What do you think about that one?
I've always known it as Jiffy.
Jiffy.
Yeah.
Not the mix between Skippy and Jiff.
Yes.
The the fucking Wizard of Oz. The uh with the when she has the monkeys flying, and she said,
mhm.
"Fly, my pretties, fly," but she says, "Fly, fly, fly."
Yeah.
And same with the mirror, mirror on the wall, but it's or magic mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah. There's so many. There's so many in here. What? There's another one with Mr. Rogers.
What's the one?
What comes after "It's a Beautiful Day"?
That could be the or your or our, and I don't know.
So I've always known it as "A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood,"
I would probably say the as well. Yeah.
but apparently it's "A Beautiful Day in This Neighborhood."
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too close. Oh goodness. Yeah. So yeah, it goes on to talk about like false realities or false thoughts.
Mona Lisa, uh, by Da Vinci. The that Mona Lisa, like, what was her expression? Was it? Could you tell if she
It's a
was?
frown.
So apparently she has a bit of a smile now. I always remember it as like you couldn't tell if she was smiling or not, and now she has a smile.
I wouldn't say she's scowling, but she's definitely not smirking.
Yeah. Oh,
But then they say Mona Lisa smiles, so it's like,
right. But that was the newer thing, right?
yes, that came from a movie.
What about the C3PO silver leg?
I don't remember that being a thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the right part, lower part of his leg
Hmm.
is
Silver.
that. Um, I don't, dude. It's fucking weird. Yeah, okay, Mister. Yeah, beam me up, Scotty was never a fucking thing they said in Star Trek.
What?
Um, Tom Cruise not having glasses in that risky business.
I don't think I've ever seen Risky Business, so I don't know.
Okay, so they've parodied. Can't say the words. Parodied
Yeah.
it
Okay.
many a times, like when uh someone's home alone and like they're in their like they're like in a shirt and underwear and they come out with sunglasses on and they start singing something.
Okay.
But yeah, that's he's not wearing, but they're always wearing sunglasses. Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter never said hello, Clarice.
Yes, he did.
Nope.
That's bullshit because he definitely did.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is weird.
Yeah, because that's like the premise of the movie. Like if you ask somebody, what do you remember from Silence of the Lambs? That is the only thing.
Right.
Hello, Clarice. Yeah, that fucking thing.
But he didn't say that.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of there's a lot more, but I don't, dude. I don't know what the fuck it is with them, but like, there's a lot of them that I'm just like, damn, yeah, like that. I totally remember that way. But like, what's the point of it? Or could it be CERN? Could it be fucking?
The super collider did go off.
I mean, it's been go. It's a lot of times it's fucking gone, and I don't know, dude. Like that thing could be something. It could not. I don't fucking know, man. Like,
I watched a video the other day, and it's actually like goes along the lines with CERN. I watched a video the other day of a remote viewer. I think last week. No, we haven't covered Three Eye Atlas.
I don't think so.
Okay. Anyways, so most of the world knows what Three Eye Atlas is. If you don't, it's an object in space that is supposed to go around the sun or orbit close to the sun, go around to Mars and all that stuff, and then get close to us. But anyways, some scientists are calling it a comet, and then other scientists are saying that it is a mothership. There's a guy that did remote viewing. You know what remote viewers are? I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of do, yeah. anyways, for anybody that doesn't know, is somebody that uses telepathy to see inside the things or see in certain locations to get information. And it's in the more spiritualistic view. I think they talked about it in that movie, the man that or the men that watches goats
Oh
with
yeah,
George Clooney.
with George Clooney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that movie talks a lot about remote viewing. And so Sky, can't remember his damn name, Sebastian Martin. Sebastian Martin. And he was talking about remote viewing this thing that's in Space 3I Atlas. And he said that it's a mothership and that it contains 5 million reptilian Draco aliens.
So do you think the reptilians are from here, or do you think they're from space?
No, I think they're a part of the Galactic Alliance or Galactic Federation. If you've ever heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're a part of one of those two, but they're essentially there to provide security. Um, but on top of that, he did share about something about CERN because he had a contact at CERN.
Yeah.
And he said that CERN, when they booted up the super collider and it did its thing, it opened up portals for aliens to travel through, or what we know as aliens to travel through. And they've been in communication with aliens in the Galactic Federation, as well as the whatever is on 3i Atlas, and it shows up in a fucking hologram, like a disc on the floor, pop up hologram,
Of what?
whatever is on 3i Atlas.
Where the hologram? Where was that?
CERN. Apparently
There
they
was
have
a hologram thing.
apparently they have a room in CERN where they can directly communicate with aliens.
Okay, through hologram, because like hologram is another thing that's come up a lot with Project Bluebeam, which is you
Blue book, blue beam,
yeah.
alien stuff.
Yeah, well, like holograms and like lots of. Let me see.
I've never heard of.
Okay,
Well, I know Project Blue Book that talks about like aliens and shit.
so okay, so it's sort of like about being able to fake an alien invasion
Okay, yeah,
through like projected shit, like projected holograms and stuff, and like
Okay.
they're doing that with people as well. Like
okay.
there was a thing with the Pope one time. There's been other things of people like where they say that it's a hologram.
Yeah.
But then I see these videos of people like doing this shit. Like they have some box that you stand in, and it looks like you're fucking there at the spot. And then you know you had Tupac or whatever at Coachella like a decade ago.
Okay.
You know, like there's a lot of stuff, and then like yeah, with there being so many of
Alignment
alignment of fucking
events.
events
Yeah.
and fucking
Yeah.
of shit, dude. Like a fucking things that like it's real easy to fucking do a hologram version of something, and like I've heard like with them saying they have a hologram at CERN,
Yeah.
like what does that mean? And like could that be them being able to hide the reptilian-ish people and because I assume those reptilian-ish or not people but
Yeah.
reptilian-ish beings of sorts hide them somewhere because I don't know if they want them to just expose themselves.
Well, so the contact that Sebastian Martin had ended up going on the run. Apparently, apparently her life is at risk because she exposed a lot and talked about a lot. And so that end for him in CERN is like pretty much dead. But the one thing that I keep going back to, and like when you were talking about the or not telegrams, but holograms, is like if they can project a hologram into space, like I would feel like it would have to be like something against concrete, right? Like you just can't sit there and have that thing there without it going further out or like, whatever. But on top of that too, like you have multiple people with um multiple different microscopes that are looking up or whatever they're fucking called. Looking up into the sky and seeing this thing. Like they track it where it's going like this and then just stop, right? And if it's being projected out into space and this thing is just a comet, it would have no ability to stop, right? It would just keep fucking going.
Right.
But they've seen it and it stopped. And then certain telescopes, that's what it is, telescope. Certain telescopes have picked out a light in it, and then when they've magnified in, the light isn't coming from the backside, it's coming from the front. So it indicate that there's lights on.
Okay. And so what but that's always been something like I feel like a lot of the crafts of sorts have always kind of been in a similar shape, lighting pattern, and every single person that I've talked to that I've done any sort of, you know, alien encounter with has had the exact same inside of the ship.
Yeah. So, but it's the exterior that people aren't paying attention to.
So, but do you think these all why would they have lights? Like why would
To see it ahead of them, see in front of them, obviously.
why would they need to see in front
Has
of
to
them?
be,
Like-
for debris. If they're gonna be going into a debris field, like it would be like us driving a road at night that we know so well, we know every twist and turn, like we could blindfold ourselves and drive it. But the one thing that you're not prepared for is the unknown. So you don't know if a deer is going to run in front of you. So or you don't know if there's a boulder or a down tree limb, right? So like you got to have those lights on, and I think that's exactly what it's for. Is like space is for us is just this massive unknown. I mean, we know that there's debris fields, we know that there's meteor fields, there's all kinds of shit, right? So they don't know what they're going through in that moment. So they would have to like have that light out in front of them to direct them. Because I don't think it's like honestly, I don't think it's like a set destination, boom, go.
Yeah.
Right? Like you still have a ship to maintain, and if it hits something that it's not meant to hit, it's gonna fucking rough it up or cause a puncture in it, which is
Right. So what if I've gone down this rabbit hole? What if the outer space was under the ocean or in the ocean?
I've heard that is a possibility too. I mean,
I've
and
yeah, like if some of the videos then you go back to the moon shit, and like
I think the
don't
moon's
buy any.
hollow. I think the moon's hollow.
Do you think we went to the moon in '69?
That's a complicated question because if we did go to the moon, why have we not gone back?
Right. With that technology
Oh
from
yeah.
1969.
Oh yeah. If we have now, there's scientists. This might go a little bit longer because we're diving down a conspiracy.
Right.
Anyways, scientists said that they haven't been able to replicate that kind of technology, which is bullshit.
Right.
Because we have technology to build a fucking super collider to open up portals in space.
Right. And I mean, I think we have portals on this
Oh, yeah.
fucking planet, like Grand Canyon,
Oh yeah.
that bullshit.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, yeah, you're like, why would we not be able to go back to the moon? And
Yeah.
I guess it just seems weird. And I always like the question, if Neil Armstrong was the first guy on the moon, who fucking put the camera down there,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I mean, that's a very solid question. Maybe there's somebody that's fucking recording.
right.
Um,
But wouldn't that be the first person that stepped on the moon?
yeah. I
Who
mean,
was that?
technically, yeah. Who was that guy behind the camera?
Right.
Show your face.
Yeah. Do this fucking selfie, bro.
But on top of that too, man, like now take that and flip that coin. Have we not gone to In my personal opinion, that would be the greatest lie ever told by any government, period. That would be the greatest cover up because, I mean, we got the assassination of JFK. That moved a lot of people. The assassination of Martin Luther King. That moved a lot of people, right? But you say we went to the fucking moon, that spawned a generation of children and grandchildren and great great grandchildren and all those the lines that wanted to be astronauts to go to the fucking moon
with Nazi technology.
with Nazi technology, but that going on a hope and a dream that never happened in the fucking first place.
Right. But I mean, yeah, the Cold War going on and the space race, and like, we weren't first to fucking go into space, but
But we were the first ones to move.
first ones to the moon,
Shit don't make
and yeah, have the fucking American flag waving in the wind on the moon,
Whereas there's no wind.
but there's no wind.
Yeah. I mean, maybe, I think the only thing that would make sense to that is if the moon was actually in orbit. And so, like, there was some kind of resistance there where it would have to wait. But even then, that shit still doesn't make sense.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, because yeah, like you're saying, it will like change the whole fucking thing of how everyone learned, and then like, and especially like with textbooks and stuff, like the textbooks thing is a whole fucking different rabbit hole in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like, everything's written by the fucking victors, or like history was always an interesting thing, like learning that. But like, what do you do with, like, in college? That was an interesting thing, but it's like, I don't want to be a history teacher. That's fucking stupid. But
Now, here's my question, because if we're going to dive into conspiracy theories, I mean, we're going to be here for a minute. What do you think is in the Vatican archives, and why do you think that's so fucking protected?
dude, everything, everything,
Creation.
dude, everything. There's no reason, dude. Like, that's where people should be storming. People should be storming the fucking Vatican.
Yeah.
Fucking storming Area 51, storm the fucking Vatican. Dude, there's so much shit. And then, like, especially with the Library of Alexandria burning,
Yeah.
Within the last decade.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's super fucked up.
Yeah.
But then I think that's also like, why did that burn down? And like, then that makes me wonder more what's in the fucking Vatican. There's got to be a lot of fucking shit, and like, I don't, there's a lot of fraternal organizations
Yeah.
that come from the Catholic Church,
Yeah.
and like, I don't know. What do you think's in there?
Oh man. I mean, I think that there's sorry, you're insane. I think that there is a lot of artifacts from what is considered biblical times. Obviously there's a lot of, I know that certain popes are buried down there. And manuscripts and pretty much everything from the world. But I think what they're hiding is alien technology. The real truth about existence. Like, we're not talking about like you and I. I'm talking about like the idea of creation.
Yeah,
And going into it, like if you follow the trail of the Anunnaki,
sure.
the truth about the Anunnaki, because what is said in reference to the Anunnaki is very prevalent to the Bible, right? Like the beginning of the Bible, things that like are talked about in the Bible as far as like Nephilim and shit like that.
What's that?
You don't know what Nephilim are?
Nope.
Nephilim are offsprings in the Bible, are offsprings of angels and humans.
Okay.
These monstrosities that ravaged the earth and fucking ate ate human beings and
So are
destroyed.
these like fallen angels?
That so that is another term for Nephilim, is fallen angel.
Okay.
So it can be either giant or a fallen angel, depending on how it's related.
In which they're saying a lot of fallen angels are
Demons.
humans and celebrities and stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
Famous people
Yeah.
now are go down that whole fucking
Yeah. I mean, Christopher Daniels.
Christopher, yeah, fallen angel Christopher Daniels, man.
Anyways, so I mean, like, you got that, you got the Nephilim, and the Nephilim are very prevalent in the Anunnaki, right? Like in the story of the Anunnaki. I believe that they're they would talk like that's hidden in the Vatican, and I believe that like the real truth about God is in there, right? Because like we know that the Bible has a lot more books in it than just what's given,
Yeah,
right? Like I think there's like 66 books in the Bible. But then you have what is classified as the Apocrypha, which is in biblical terms known as conspiracy theory. So one of the more prevalent figures in the Bible is Enoch, right? Like Enoch is this huge character in the Bible. He's like as close to perfect or as close to a holy entity as Jesus,
okay.
right? Like, and he was taking place, he lived in the Old Testament. The story is that he got sucked up in a fucking spaceship and like traveled the fucking cosmos and seen Earth from outer space and like talked about this room that he was in and the spaceship that he was in. It wasn't called spaceship, but
Right. It was
yeah,
what we know as a spaceship.
yeah, yeah. And then he went back down to Earth, and then he was taken away by God, not died. Like he didn't die. Like in the Bible, they never said he died. They never buried him. They said him and his family were taken away by God. So scooped up, never to return
Yeah. To nothingness.
to nothingness. And the Bible doesn't make reference to him. I think they make reference to him one more time after that. But the book of Enoch is in the Apocrypha, which is considered to be heresy or conspiracy theory.
See, because then that's tricky too. Like when that's the whole fucking thing. Like going into heresy and with conspiracy, like that's very cultish fucking behavior because that is saying that anything that you question of what we're teaching is fucking
Wrong.
wrong. Not only wrong, but fucking heresy.
And punishable by death.
Right, which is fucking yeah.
Heresy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you fucking don't believe everything that we're saying, this is the fucking word of the Lord.
Yeah.
Like punishable by death. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I think that the real truth about creation, the real truth about Enoch, I would even go as far as to say the real location of quote unquote the Garden of Eden.
Sure, where do you think it is?
Oh, it's in Iraq.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. If you follow the map and the trails, like it's in Iraq. It's in Baghdad.
Do you think there's stargates in Iraq as well?
I don't know.
Dude, like some of those places there, dude, like yeah, like the Iraq fucking what was it? Kazakhstan, like all like with all these fucking like really old fucking like the old technology thing or like the stuff with
Yeah.
the World's Fair stuff, like we were talking
Yeah.
about that before, like all these old technology, all the fucking
Yeah.
crazy structures of shit, and just like, why is that there in the middle of fucking, like we make it seem like
Yeah.
it's nothing there. It's like, oh, here's all this shit. Like Baghdad,
Yeah.
we got shoved down our throats that
Yeah.
Baghdad was this fucking shithole.
Yeah. And it's beautiful, actually.
Yeah.
Well, here's the crazier thing, man. Is like the Vatican, their archives, I think, span 23 fucking miles. Where?
Yeah.
Fucking where? Where is it at? Like, what is inside of there? And why is it locked up so tight? Like, I would say that that's the most secure vault in all of existence. Like, more
Yeah.
secure than the Federal Reserve at Fort Knox, more secure than the White House, more secure than fucking anything. Like Area 51.
Yeah.
Like, you have like the clearance that I've heard and the process that I've heard to get into the Vatican. Have you heard about this?
No.
Oh fuck, man. So you have to request years in advance. You have to identify exactly what it is you want to look at. Then when you're approved, then you get there, you are escorted to a room. You're put in this room. They bring the article or they bring the book to you, set it down. You don't touch it. They have somebody there that opens it up and flips the pages when you're done. And then when you're done, they escort you up. There's no deviation to look.
Whoa.
Tell me that's not fucked up.
Yeah, that's extremely fucked up.
Yeah. Tell me that like the thing that's crazy about this is like all this stuff. And I think I have a concept or understanding as to why it's so locked up so tight. And I'll go into that in a second. But the fact that they are like you're going in and you're coming out, you don't get a chance to look. I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking put a bag over your head or a blindfold over your face.
Sure, fucking spin you around in fucking 10 circles
Yeah.
and fucking have you try to pin the tail on the
Yeah.
donkey.
Yeah. I think personally, I believe that the reason why this stuff is locked up so secure and so tight is because the human mind doesn't have the perception to handle what is in there.
Sure. Humans are fucking stupid as a fucking collective.
Yeah. There is
They're
so
unpredictable.
Yeah.
That's what a word.
have you ever watched or listened to the Y Files?
With you a little
Okay.
bit.
So the host of the Y Files, AJ, he was on Sean Ryan's show, and then he was on a few other shows. Like he did Joe Rogan, which is crazy. But he ended up he had an episode where he talked about this artifact that's in the Vatican that a priest talked about or shared because he helped create it. And it's this fucking TV that you can watch that shows you things from the past, right? Like shows you, like you can literally type a date in, boom, and it'll take you right to it, as if it's like a fucking Stargate.
At where? At any location?
Yeah, yeah. Like the guy said, the priest said that he went back to see the crucifixion of Christ, and he went back to a few other locations, and he was like, "This is the most astounding thing."
So it's fucking Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yes. Wild.
Hidden in plain sight, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, so with that, so then look back to the Stargate. So the
Yeah.
Stargate, and there was that show and movie and Stargate, all that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I remember hearing that there was like one of the main reasons that we went to Iraq was because of the Stargate, trying to get fucking access to the Stargate. Because that's more valuable than oil. Because oil is a fucking never,
Yeah,
never ending supply and
yeah.
shit of that nature.
But a Stargate,
But a Stargate can fucking do some shit.
yeah, Stargate can allow you to travel to and from wherever.
Or like you said, review. So back to the viewing, the remote viewing.
Mhm.
So would that be a what would be the word? Like artificial Stargate of sorts.
Like a remote viewer, somebody that can sit there and see inside of a craft or see into a different galaxy.
Right. So
I mean that would be in my opinion telepathy more than anything. A Stargate, which telepathy, like in the spiritual sense, is super fucking hard to achieve. That takes years and years of practice.
telepathy.
Yeah.
So okay. So can we talk about the gate tag, program, all that shit too.
I've never heard of that.
This okay. So like the gifted and talented,
Okay.
so that was something. And so like Stranger Things.
Okay. Okay.
So like basically all those kids.
Okay.
So like the shit that they would have you do, like if they would pull you out, it wasn't like always the smartest kids, it was the people who they most thought would be of
Okay.
whatever that would be beneficial.
Mhm.
And they'd pull us out of class
Mhm.
and take you into this other room, no windows, no nothing. And it would be like a person you don't know. You go in there, they give you this fucking pink drink that you drink, and then have you listen to these tones and shit through these headphones, the something tapes, and I'm blanking on the name of what they're called. Um,
Is it music?
no, they're like tones.
Okay.
Um, and then having doing like these tests of like stuff that would be like being able to, show people cards and be like, what do you see? What do you think this card's gonna be? Or
Yeah.
like noticing patterns and shit. And you know, and like most of the people don't remember a lot of what has happened. And then dude, there was someone I saw on TikTok, because I've been going down this for a little while. I talked to this one woman from Oregon that I met, and she, like, I found her, and we had talked. We did an episode on it, and like, so like, it's sort of like who's the most susceptible, and so like then these, what I assume was some three-letter agency of some sort led thing to see who we can bring up and bring into, because they'd have us also like decoding patterns in Russian,
Hmm.
uh,
Yeah.
and shit like that. And then so like the people that went forward, like they brought them into these programs, and the people who didn't, they either turned us into sleeper cells of sort, which could, or fucking just sort of fucked us all up.
Yeah.
And then the mall world dreams. Have you heard of the mall world? Or like an airport world?
No.
And it's like this whole world where people fucking show up,
Yeah.
like in dreams, and like all have this like same sort of weird uh, experience. Like I had a dream the other night about these bathrooms, which was weird. And these bathrooms in the mall world. And dude, yeah, like the mall world thing is like, I don't know, dude, like the whole thing like is fucking crazy. Like, but yeah, I mean, if you've seen Stranger Things, like
Yeah.
that's basically like what it is. But dude, like, yeah, just hearing stories from people. There was someone who fucking journaled it after, because they were younger. They were like, I think she was in her 20s, and she journaled what was happening every day, which is cool as shit, because I've never seen anyone fucking do that before. It's just kind of been what people have remembered. But this girl had journaled what was happening at the end of every day. And yeah, dude, it's
Did she hide the journal?
I mean, yeah, she has it now.
No, I mean like okay. So it means like obviously she hid the journal.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
Fuck,
like
dude.
she'd write this stuff like, um,
It's wild.
yeah, dude, like, yeah. I don't know if they still do it or not. But yeah.
That's wild. So speaking of like government shit, um, do you remember the the supposed uh alien sighting in like Miami or like somewhere in Florida last
like a
year.
year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there was somebody that took a video of it
right.
and like uploaded it online.
Did they end up shooting themselves in the back of the head
No.
6 times?
No. So it just came out that. So I was watching this morning actually. Somebody in the government said that that situation is now classified. That video is now classified, and they haven't retrieved the video. They haven't been able to find the guy that took the video.
How do they not find him?
I mean, unless he ditched the phone and like had a burner account. I don't know. But like the crazy thing is, man, there's been sightings all over the world of different things. Like even in the United States, there's been sightings all over the place.
Yeah.
There was a guy, I would say like 2 years ago, that filmed what he perceived to be giants on top of a mountain.
So the Giants thing, I think, yeah, and then there still are giants.
Yeah.
And
Oh
like
yeah.
you got these places with huge fucking doors.
Yeah.
And
Well, that dude is dead. He killed himself.
in a probably an interesting manner.
Yeah.
Or had a
Yeah.
heart attack gun. Fucking
Heart attack gun. A death ray.
yeah. I mean, one of those like
Yeah. But like people that experience these like massive supernatural things just disappear because they can't, like, nobody is going to let them talk about it, which is bullshit.
right.
Because at this point in history, like, and society, we're like one step away from chaos, like pure chaos. Like everything going on in the world, we're one bad decision away from chaos,
Right. Yeah.
but we're also one step away from peace.
Yeah, and I mean, there's that fucking line of fucking where it can go, like from good to bad, like
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, either one of those could like a tipping point either way. It could
Yeah.
fucking
Absolutely.
switch on.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, I think right now is a good place to
Sure.
cut it. We ran a little bit over time, but that's, I mean,
Who has a clock on us?
who has a clock on us?
Yeah, who's saying we can't do more than an hour?
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, it's been fun.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, it was a good time. If you guys have more conspiracy theories that you want to cover, or more Mandela Effect stuff that you want to talk about, or just anything in general, dude, drop a comment and we'll look at it and we'll talk about it and cover it. So until next time, I'm Sean,
I'm rusty.
and bring it to the table. Much love.